Well, just to let you know, there are two different types of Harolds. From the top and the sides and the back, they all look the same. It's only when you get underneath that they look any different. Now the only difference is on the rear part of Harold. The one on the left has a on-off button and the one on the right doesn't. Now this is because one of them is a standard Harold and one of them is a special Harold. Now if you've seen my previous videos, you may well be able to guess which is which. Just take a moment and have a guess. Well, I'll tell you, it's the one on the left is your standard Harold and the one on the right is a special Harold. Now, to show you what I mean by special and standard, I'm going to need the help of another vehicle. Now, it doesn't go on the rails, it doesn't come from the sea, and it doesn't come from the air. Well, who could it be? That's right, it's Bertie.
I'm always on time.
Now, I'd like to thank a fellow YouTuber for pointing out something that I missed in an earlier video. Now, if you have a look at Bertie's eyes, and I move the right-hand wheel, you can see what happens. All of the talking, My First Thomas, trains and buses, and there's only one bus, they move the eyes. Sadly, Harold's eyes don't move, they're painted on. Now just to prove that again to you, I've got the small Thomas the Tank. This is the non-talking small version that is absolutely perfect for young children with small hands. But if you see, when I move the wheels, the eyes don't work. So thank you very much, Tomica and Trackmaster, for pointing out my errors in the last two videos. So getting back to what I wanted to introduce you to today, there are two types of Harolds. I'm going to move the special one out of the camera, and we're going to have the standard Harold, and he's going to face the interactive Bertie. Now, how do we know he's interactive? He's got no on and off switch here on the left. So, also, I believe, that's right, if you have a look at his right headlight, as soon as you press the button,
I'm Bertie. I've come to help with
on the top, a blue light emits, and that's so that he can see if there's another interactive vehicle in front of him. So let's get these two talking.
The smartest buses are red.
So Bertie's talking.
I only carry very important passengers. Don't you wish you could hover? Let's have a race.
Now, although they're talking, they're not recognising each other and they're not actually talking to each other. So let's see how many phrases Harold can make.
I take my job very seriously. I think railways are slow. I'm Harold. I can hover like a bird. I take my job very seriously. I think railways are slow. I only carry very important passengers. I'm Harold. I can hover like a bird. My white paint is always clean.
Well, I believe that Harold can make 7 different sounds, and I'd like to pick up on the last phrase that he made. My white paint is always clean. Well, sadly, That's not the case with Harold, because if you leave Harold in the sun, like my second version's been in the sun, the colour changes. It goes from a beautiful white to a nasty creamy yellow. Now he's only just started going yellow, but trust me, if he was left in the sun any longer, he'd get worse and worse and worse. Well, this is what I call the special Harold. Now sadly, Harold's eyes don't move. They're just painted on. So although he's a talking vehicle, his eyes don't move. Would have been nice if Golden Bear had managed to make his eyes move, but never mind, you can't have everything. Now, we know that this is a special Harold because as soon as you press the button on his top rotor, not only does he talk, but he emits a blue light. Now, if you put him next to Bertie, they immediately recognise each other.
Buses are the best way to travel. Bertie, I only carry very important passengers.
Now you can see I'm not always pressing the button for them to interact with each other.
I can hover like a bird. I'm Bertie. I've come to help with your passengers, Harold.
I wonder how many phrases can the special Harold make? Let's see.
Bertie, I only carry very important passengers. Buses are the best way to travel. I think railways are slow, Bertie. I've got room for all my passengers, Harold. I take my job very seriously, Bertie. I'm always on time, Harold. My white paint is always clean. The smartest buses are red. Don't you wish you could hover, Bertie? Sorry, I can't stop, Harold. I've got to work. I only carry very important passengers. I'm on high alert, Bertie. My help is always needed. Let's have a race, Harold.
Now I'm going to move Bertie away. I believe that Harold again
I take my job very seriously.
makes 7 phrases. Now if you are looking to purchase one and you want an interactive one, make sure you get one without the on and off switch. Well, thank you very much for watching this video and I hope it was informative to you, and make sure you protect your Harolds by keeping them out of the sun, and they'll stay beautiful white. And as Harold says, my white paint is always clean. Well, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you all again soon.